Alright guys, you're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports from the 2017 SoCal Sand Drag Association April Fuels Day event. We're getting ready for Top Fuel qualifying session number 2 of the weekend. First up, it's going to be Matthew Ludlow in the Coldwater Kid Top Fuel Dragster. Matthew out of Litchfield Park, Arizona. Sponsored by the fine folks at FS Curtis and Arizona Air Compressor, as well as WSM Auctioneers. They elected to skip the first session earlier today. So the Coldwater Kid team coming out for their first hit of the weekend. Matthew's the driver, his dad Dwight, car owner, and Mom Marie, along with tuner John Elm. Getting ready to see some Top Fuel sand drag racing here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. Conditions are really good right now for some prime time horsepower. It's getting cool. It's probably in the mid to low 60s at the moment. Air's getting better. So fuel cars will be up first, then we'll go to top alcohol and on through the heads up categories. On the far side, it's going to be Marcus Norris in the Worldwide Insurance Services Top Fuel Dragster. Marcus also out of the Phoenix area in the Pat Norris Racing Ride. Towing that car up there. He's currently your #1 qualifier. He ran a 2:27 earlier today in the middle of the day. So these guys getting ready to fire. Top Fuel. So be sure to share and let everybody know you're watching the NSDN live stream so we get as many people on here tonight as we can as we get ready to fire it off. Qualifying session number 2 this weekend at the SCSDA April Fuels event here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So both of these racers recorded personal best at the event back in January. Marcus Norris recorded a 2:25 lap, while Matthew Ludlow went 2:27. So we'll see if we can get some side-by-side 20s out of these guys right here. And Top Fuel qualifying, and the signal's given to fire them up. Here we go. Norris, he went 289 at 90. Got a lot of wheel speed over on the far side, and we clicked it off early. So 237, the number for Ludlow. We'll put him in the number 2 qualifying spot. Norris 289 at 90 miles an hour. So he'll stay number 1 on his first qualifying session, 227 lap. And how about that? Top fuel in the sand. Real life nitro top fuel dragsters in the sand. You'll not see anywhere else. Very cool to see 3 of them out here this weekend, and we'll see Mr. Dennis Wright here in just a moment. So you are watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibration Motorsports. And give a big shout out to all of our daily race coverage sponsors this weekend, including Southern OTR Recycling, Mr. Greg Tunget, SCSDA, our friends Trod and Trisha Kinney at Rialto Trophies. They put together this awesome banner for us. Hammer Down Racing, Mr. Dennis Strike, we'll see him up in just a moment. Morris Family Racing, Fast Track Construction, Mark Munoz out of Vegas, MPC Racing, Mark Ratliff, and Kevin Williams Racing. Okay guys, it looked like we had a little bit of a glitch there for a second. So where's everybody from that's watching the live stream tonight? Let me know that you guys are seeing the action here. I think we had a little bit of a signal issue for a moment. So we are here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. 300-foot sand drag racing. Can everybody see us live at the moment? Just want to make sure this is still working correctly. Hey, Super Dave is in the house. Super Dave, everything coming through loud and clear? Saw our buddy from Swag Racing, Mr. Mike Irwin, in here a little while ago. Here we go. Hey, got some folks from Baja California, Mexico. Very cool. Adam Rose in the house. Very cool. Give a big shout out to Adam back home in Michigan. Came out here and stole the show back in January with his fast force car, setting the record, winning the race, #1 qualifier, the whole deal. So here we go with top fuel and the world record holder himself, Mr. Dennis Wright, out of Carlsbad, California, in the Hammer Down top fuel Hemi dragster. He lowered the record back at the race in October, or should I say September here last year, 2.20 seconds. So we'll see if Dennis, who is more than capable of, can steal the top qualifying position. So top fuel qualifying session number 2. Yes, sir. So our top qualifier at the moment, Marcus Norris, 227. We'll see if Dennis can knock him off the top spot. Shout out to our friend, the Flying Hawaiian, Junior Alamut, checking in with us tonight from back in Hawaii. We wish he was here. So we're just waiting for the tractors to clear, and we'll fire up Dennis. So far this weekend we've got a pretty good racer turnout. I looked at the entry sheets, and man, it's going to be a pretty action-packed day tomorrow and Sunday. So we didn't have a ton of guys that came out and ran the time shots in the Gambler. Well, I guess we had about 20 cars in the Gambler. And John Huff took the win, the racer from the Northwest, got the job done. So it was good to see John, a longtime racer in the Hanging Loose Jeep, took the win over Chris Adamson in the final round. Shout out to everybody checking in. We got King Racing. Oh yes. We'll see Daniel and DL and the Animal Control team in a little bit. Buddy Tony McCluskey with the boss checking in from, I'm sure he's up in northern Michigan. Ready for some snow climb action tomorrow. So they are currently towing the Coldwater Kid car off the track and stopped safely and everything. But we got them towed off and we're getting ready for Dennis Ride's Hammer Down Top Fuel Dragster. Be sure to share, tell everybody that, hey, Top Fuel's on the line. And when this is over, we got Top Alcohol. So we've got a lot more action. Top Fuel, Top Alcohol, Top Eliminator, Fast Force, and Pro Mod qualifying here tonight. That's the Soboba team on Jacinto, California. And Dennis Wright goes A to B with a lot of wheel speed there. He goes 252 at 160 miles an hour. So 252 at 160 is the number for Dennis in the Hammer Down Top Fuel Dragster. Man, that car absolutely roasted the tires at the hit. So Dennis will get some data to work off of, and they'll be back tomorrow for the next qualifying session. So after 2 sessions in Top Fuel, your number 1 qualifier is Marcus Norris. The Pat Norris Racing Top Fuel Dragster with a 227. Matthew Ludlow's number 2 with a 237. And Dennis Wright sitting number 3 with a 252. So to recap, you are watching the National Standing News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Be sure to check out the fine folks at Good Vibration Motorsports at goodvibracing.com. Also check them out on Facebook at Good Vibrations Motorsports. We ran some pretty nice ads for them earlier today. Be sure to go back through the NSDN feed and check them out on our Facebook page. They got some really cool blackout stuff. Blacked out injector hat, blacked out fuel pump. If you want to stylize your ride, go check them out. So up next is going to be Top Alcohol qualifying session number 2. In the first session we saw Jim Hammond take the top spot with a 251. Track equipment going down through there, getting everything groomed up for Top Alcohol. Yes sir, Donald, John Huff was the winner in the Friday Pro Gambler. So John Huff was your winner over Chris Adamson earlier today. Pretty stout field there in the Friday Pro Gambler. John took out some tough competition. He got around Charlie Johnson and Chris Adamson and did quite well. Yes, Mr. Swag Racing, we had some live testing and tuning earlier for you. You missed that. I had plenty of time for a Pro 1 test hit for you. Just got to come on down. So be sure to share this live video. Be sure to like it. Be sure to spread the word. National Sand Drag News live stream is here this weekend at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So it is Friday, day 1 of the SCSDA April Fuels event. And some good racing action already. It also had a motorcycle gambler for the ATV guys. And Grant Hutchison, the racer out of Phoenix, took the win. He got around Eddie Partita in the final round. So Grant on his trademark Suzuki there was the winner. So our gambler winners today were John Huff in the car gambler and Grant Hutchison in the motorcycle gambler. So we are getting ready for more action here on National Sand Drag News live stream. Be sure to go check us out at nationalsanddragnews.com. So the Fast Force cars will be up here in a little bit. I believe we're going to Top Alcohol next. We got a tractor coming back, and we'll be ready for more action. Are you having problems with the live feed, Mike? Or anybody having problems with the live feed? I mean, everything seems good on this end, but I'm just wondering what's going on. If you can see this live stream, let me know loud and clear. If you're having problems, I may need to reboot it, but just let me know. Okay, I'm going to reset the live stream, guys, so I'll be back here in just a moment. So go back to our Facebook page and we're going to go live again just to make sure that, well, hang on. They're pulling out the next pair. So after Top Alcohol, we'll start a new live feed and see what's going on. Okay. Well, I got a lot of good signs, so I don't know. So we'll stay live for now as we get ready for Top Alcohol qualifying session number 2. But first out, it's going to be Jake Morton on the far side, Morton Racing, Top Alcohol dragster out of the Bakersfield area. Up against Jim Hammond in the April's Dream Top Alcohol dragster. Jim making the all-in from Ontario, Canada, or Ontario, California. Jim's currently your #1 qualifier with 251. Jake Morton, 257 on his first pass earlier today. So we'll see what these two can do. A couple of different combinations combinations in these cars in the top alcohol class. Hammond running kind of the conventional setup with the Hemi and clutch combination, while the Morton team has an Alan Johnson 41X motor, obviously equipped with a screw blower as well, but he has a converter drive in it, so he's running, I believe he's got a Linko drive setup in it, so a couple differing combinations, but man, these guys run right together. At the last event, Jake Morton in the far lane over there, he took the event win over Jim Hammond in the final round in a really close side-by-side race. So we'll see what they can do here. So be sure to share and like this video. Let's get as many people on here tonight as we can on the National Sandrai News live stream. Here we go, top alcohol qualifying session number 2. Numbers at the other end, 258 on the far side for Jake Morton, 258 at 138, 260 at 135 for Jim Hammond. So 258 for Jake Morton and 260 for Jim Hammond. So no improvement for either of those racers from the earlier qualifying pass. So Hammond will stay 1, Morton will stay 2. Nice hits for those guys. I'm sure they were looking for more, but hey, that's what they're going to get for this session, and they'll come back tomorrow. Gathering data every pass down the track. So next up, it's going to be Chris Barlow over on the far side, the Chris Barlow Racing top alcohol dragster. Whole shot performance engines on board with Chris. It's his business. Building race engines. Very talented engine builder. Up against Derek Balkunis in the Larry Minor Motorsports Jeep. Larry Minor Motorsports, Lucas Oil. Interesting story over there with that team. Their normal tuner is Bob DeVore. But Bob also is the crew chief on a top alcohol funny car driven by Terry Ruckman, and they are racing in Las Vegas this weekend. So we found a pretty good substitute for the weekend. John Wirtz is the tuner this weekend for that car. John Wirtz, tuner of a Nostalgia Nitro funny car. Among other things, he's been a Nitro mechanic and tuner for a long time, so got some pretty good, got a pretty good guy to jump in and help out. So Chris Barlow on the far side, Derek Balkunis in the near lane, and we are 300-foot sand drag racing here at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. So be sure to like and share this live stream so we get as many people on here as possible tonight. Middle of top alcohol qualifying session number 2 for the weekend here. at Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California. Passes on that one. 283 for Derek Balcanis over here on the near side. 283 at 120. 258 was the number for Chris Barlow. So a nice run for Chris. 258 for Chris Barlow. So Chris will be your number 3 qualifier with that lap, but Anna puts him right in the ball game. And 283 for Derek Balcanis. Not too shabby for the screw-blown tap alcohol Jeep car. Yeah, I did. On a mission. Nice lap there for Derek Balcanis, Larry Minor Motorsports team. Legend himself, Larry Minor there. Checking things out. He was up there lining up the car driven by his son-in-law. So pretty cool. So we're going to clean the track and come back with top eliminator possibly. Watching the SCSDA News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. You can go to goodvibracing.com. Check them out on Facebook, Good Vibrations Motorsports. Jim, James, the whole Marr family, great individuals. Wish them luck. They're out racing this weekend. Running their funny car at the Funny Car Fever event up in Sacramento. So, Good Vibrations Motorsports family. They not only sell all the good race parts, they also put them to use for racing. So, very cool. So who we got out here checking in tonight? Parsons, Kansas. Good to see you on board, checking things out. Tappahannock, Virginia, Mr. Bill Hammond. Good to check in on NSDN live stream tonight. Love old Tappahannock. Virginia, close to Newtown Dragway. Heavy. Alright, top eliminator's up next. I just got the word from the man in charge himself right there, Chachi Zavala, the race director. There's the word. Top eliminator's up next. Yes, Tappahannock, Virginia, close to the wonderful Newtown Dragway, one of the absolute nicest sand drag facilities you'll find anywhere. So we got the trackers going, and we are cleaning the track up for Top E. First qualifying session, Ron DeArtney in his first race of the year. Goes 299, your number one qualifier so far. So really nice hit for Ron. Good to see Ron back out. He had some health issues, and he said he's doing a lot better. So very cool. See Ron back out on track. So Ron DeArtney's your number one qualifier in Top E so far. Paul Taylor, number 2. Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. Good to see you on board, Larry Gardner. So where's everybody from checking in tonight? Be sure to like and share this. We get as many people on board as possible. Hey, Julie Moran's on. Say hi to Julie. I saw Ron Moran, Julie's husband, make a pass earlier in the Wild American Dragster. He ran a nice little 323 lap. So he's ready for Pro 1 action. Yep, Junior, Mr. Mark Whitmore from Whitmore Speed and Custom is in the lanes, I'm sure. Ready for this round. Uh-oh, it's declared beer time by Swag Racing. Yep, I would say. We got a little downtime as the tractors make the full pull. Hey, Mr. Russell Fries is checking in. Are you here yet? TE's up next. See all the hitters in the 295 index class. They'll be ready for our action. So we have Top Eliminator and Fast Fours, and probably Pro Mod will be back for their session. So that's what we have left tonight. Oh, that's a bummer, Russell. Shoot, that's the first one Russell's missed in a while. Crew member for Morris Family Racing, so I'm sure we'll see him at the next one. The live stream is just like you're there. You get to watch the track grooming as well, which is a big part of sand drags. You know, you got to keep the track consistent and fair for great racing. Also want to keep it safe. Safe is good. Keep the car safe and fast. But there is a lot of downtime due to it. So we just got to kind of fill some time and keep things going. So to recap, we are at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the 2017 Southern California Sand Drag Association April Fuels Day event. Yes, Julie Moran knows, absolutely. It's the sand drag way. We're looking forward to our next event, which will be at the end of April. I believe it's April 28th through 30th, up at Avenal Sand Drags in Avenal, California, for the Avenal Sand Drag Spring Nationals. That's going to be an awesome event, 3-dayer this time. We're going to be finishing up the last event from there, which we had quite a sandstorm kind of wash that whole deal out, unfortunately, back in October. So we're going to kind of have a doubleheader race weekend up there. It's going to be really, really cool. Heard from a lot of racers making the pull. Hey, the tractors are coming back. We're getting close to Top Eliminator. Top Eliminator is the 295 index class. I'm going to run as close to 2.95 seconds as possible without breaking out. And there is the ice cream truck right there. They're checking in. Oh yeah, they're waving. Be sure to go check out the ice cream truck if you're out here at the races. Ice cream truck owned by our good friends Todd and Tricia Kinney from Rialto Trophy and Blue Collar Firearms. So very cool to see the ice cream truck out. It's a little cold for ice cream right now though. It's getting chilly. It's probably in the low 60s right now, maybe high 50s. And getting cooler by the minute, especially as the sun goes up. Yes, ice cream for swag racing. You can have ice cream with your beer in between grades here. During the grades, I should say. Jet cleaning. And we're coming back with Top Eliminator. I'm buying ice cream apparently. TEQ2. Going to be Paul Taylor in the out-of-control dragster out of Bakersfield. Currently a number 2 qualifier with a 3:03. On the far side is Larry Snow. He ran a 3:20 in the first session. So Paul Taylor over here on the near side. Larry Snow in the far side. In the lap dance, blown alcohol budget. Paul Taylor goes 291 at 109. 291 a little on the fast side. I thought for sure Paul was going to go 295. This is Paul Taylor 295 conditions right here. But gives him some numbers to work with for tomorrow, and we'll see him back in the 295 range as the weekend goes on. 314 for Larry Snow over on the far side. So 291 for Taylor and 314. 314 is an improvement for Larry. He went 320 in the first round. So your next pair is going to be Ron Diartney, your number 1 qualifier, is going to be coming out. Ron Diartney over here on the near side, out of Olinda, California. Blown at Hemi Bagster. Up against Paul Graham out of Menifee in the excavator, blown alcohol buggy. Rod is your current number 1 qualifier with a 299. See if we can improve on that in this section. He goes 293 on the left side for the breakout. Paul Graham about crashed over on the far side, by the way. That was close. He got over in the center and did a nice job saving it. So 338 for Paul over there. Wow, that was an exciting run. So Ron D'Artney going a little too fast on the 295 index. Goes 293 with a 4. And 338 is the number for Paul Graham. So Ron will stay number 1 in the order, and Paul stays on his earlier 332 lap. And we'll go to our next set of top Eliminator cars. So you're watching the National Sandbag News live stream presented by Good Vibration Motorsports at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California, for the 2017 SCSDA April Field Day event. As we watch some more tractor races going on. There's some snow-capped mountains over there. Surprisingly, kind of a rare deal for this time of year. But it's starting to cool off pretty good as the sun goes down. You can see the sun setting behind me there. Cool deal. So kind of where we're at the moment. Air's getting a lot better, and that's why we're seeing some breakouts here in TEQ2. These guys kind of got a baseline run earlier in the middle of the day. And with the better air and track conditions, we're seeing some nice runs. A big shout out to Lionel. Lionel, a big part of Motorsport Safety Solutions. Our good friends Dave and Bill are out here this weekend from Motorsport Safety Solutions, keeping us safe out here when things go wrong. So great individuals, a great safety group. We greatly appreciate all they do out here at the West Coast Sandbag events. So we got tractor races going on, and by tractor races I mean tractors grooming the track, not legit tractor races like we've seen at Little Sandy Raceway in Grayson, Kentucky. We've seen actual farm tractors race, which is pretty cool. So we are cleaning the track to come back with more top Eliminator action. It looks like our next pair is going to be Billy Morris and Mark Whitmore. Both of these guys very capable of running right on the 295 index and jumping ahead of Ron D'Artney's 299. So we'll see what these guys can put down. So we've got the rest of the top Eliminator left, and then we'll have the Fast Fours up, and I believe Pro Mod. So be sure to like and share this live stream so we get as many people on as possible tonight. Got some decent viewership, but nothing super great here. But definitely appreciate all of our viewers tonight on the NSDN live stream. There's the man right over there, up in the scaffolding. There he is. Dan the Man, our announcer, keeping everybody informed as to what's happening. And Dan the Man can wheel a race car. We saw him in Greg Tungett's Jeep at the last race making some nice laps. Dan is a local here from the Hemet area. He does a lot of work on many of the race cars and Jeeps out here that compete. So Dan the Man's a good guy to get in touch with if you need any work done on your race vehicle out here on the West Coast. Dan Beard, Dan the Man, our announcer. So as I said a little while ago, our next event will be at the Avenal Sand Drags Spring National. The Avenal, California, coming up next month, the last weekend of April 28th through the 30th. Big shout out to all of our sponsors of this weekend's race coverage. Good Vibrations Motorsports, Southern OTR Recycling, Mr. Greg Tunget, Rialto Trophy, Todd and Tricia Kinney, Hammer Down Racing, Dennis Wright, Morris Family Racing, see them up next. Fast Track Construction, Mr. Mark Puños. We were hoping to see him out here this weekend, but he's up at the NHRA event. He's got some nice trackside camping, so I believe we'll see him up in Avenal in a month. As well as MPC Racing, Mark Ratliff, and Kevin Williams Racing. Yeah, Mark Ratliff sporting some different plastic on the on his old trusty bike there this weekend, so he went a few rounds in the Gambler tonight. As we get ready for Top Eliminator, to finish up qualifying session number 2. And here comes the tractor, so we're getting close. Getting ready to take a break from tractor races for a little bit. So we hope everybody's enjoying the National Sand Dra News live stream tonight. Be sure to like and share so we get as many people on here as possible. People from all over checking in with us tonight. We go to qualifying session number 2. We'll continue on with Billy Morris over here on the near side out of Jacinto, California. In the Morris Family Racing $2 bill, top of the main action. Sponsored by Lucas Oil and CP Gorilla. Up against Mark Whitmore over on the far side in the blown alcohol altar out of Lemoore, California. Whitmore Speed and Custom Special. Mark, White Man Marie, Dad Ralph, great people. One of the most awesome looking vehicles of all time over there. So Billy Morris nearly, Mark Whitmore in the far. Billy Morris was a little on the fast side, 293 with a 0. 308 for Mark Whitmore. Mark Whitmore was doing some serious driving over on the far side to keep it off of the wall. But he kept her clean and goes 308. So Billy Morris a little on the fast side. He'll stay at the bottom of the ladder. We'll see another breakout. And 308 is a number for Mark Whitmore in the Whitmore Speed and Custom Alter, which will slide him into the number 3 position. right now. Next up, it's going to be Tommy Zavala out of Somerton, Arizona, in the Zavala and Sons entry. Tommy Zavala with a little different setup this weekend. Switched over from a power glide to a Linko with the clutch. Now, I shouldn't say Linko, I believe it's a B&J transmission, but he's definitely, he's went the clutch route with his nitrous equipped dragster. This will be their second try at it. Tommy Zavala coming up for his top eliminator qualifying pass. And Tommy Zavala goes 332 at 97 miles an hour. So a little slower than the first run, but they keep tuning at it. They'll get it quicker and quicker as we go on. With Tommy Zavala's ride. It's got Joe Betancourt Motorsports tuning on the clutch, so they'll get it. They just need to get some passes under their belt. Oh boy. If people could read the text that popped through on my phone while I'm doing this live stream, it's pretty funny. So you're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. We are here at the 2017 SCSDA April Fuels Day event. Our coverage this weekend is sponsored by Good Vibrations Motorsports, Southern California OTR, Mr. Greg Tungan, the Alto Trophy, Todd Fischkini, Hammer Down Racing, Mr. Dennis Wright, Morris Family Racing, Fast Track Construction, Mark Munoz, MPC Racing, Mr. Mark Atwell, and Kevin Williams Racing. So we are cleaning the track. More tractor races as we get ready for the Fast Fours category. There's a lot of folks on here tonight interested in the Fast Fours class. So be sure to share, let everybody know, hey, Fast Fours are coming up. Current #1 qualifier in the Fast Fours class is Mario Tavares in the Potter entry in 291 earlier today. So I would say there's a very good possibility that that number is going to get beat here with many of these contenders. 280 capable, 270 capable. So the top spot will definitely be lowered as we continue on. I'm going to go over here and adjust our GoPro here for a minute. Looks like it got knocked out of place just a bit at some point along the way. See? GoPro right here. Here. Roughly. There it is. So we got different camera angles as well. Be sure to visit these fine folks at Good Vibration Motorsports, goodvibesracing.com. Pretty much anything you need performance-wise to go racing. Go sand drag racing with us, 300-foot style. Call them up, type them up. Go to goodvibesracing.com. Check them out at Good Vibrations Motorsports on Facebook. They got all kinds of cool stuff on their Facebook page. Lots from the asphalt drag racing events that they are involved with. As a matter of fact, they are up in Sacramento right now, racing their funny cars. So, awesome family, the Marr family. And speaking of awesome families, hey, we got a shout out from Lynetta Duke to her dad, DL King, and talk about a legend and all-around gentleman in the sport, Mr. DL King. They're in the lanes. DL and his grandson Daniel getting ready to hit the check in the animal control entry. No, I believe they're over there. We get ready for the Fast Fours class. A lot of good folks in this category. You got the King family involved. You got the Super Mario team, Mario Tavares, Don Potter, all those fine folks over there. Got the Skidmore team out of Phoenix, Robert Skidmore, I should say. You'll see the Laufer team coming up. The Laufers are here with the Sand Hater Dragster. Another car capable are going in the low 270 range, if not into record territory. They've been 67, so we'll see what happens there. Wow, very cool note there. DL King's 80th birthday is coming up on May 5th. Very cool. We wish a happy birthday to DL coming up. Like I said, just one of the nicest guys you'll ever meet, and he is certainly an icon here in sand drags, especially in the Fast Fours category. DL's been racing for a long time. I know when we did a lot of the nostalgia segments on NSDN a few years ago, there was some awesome shots of DL and Dwight and running buggies and dragsters, and he's just been around the sport for a long time, and been a great competitor, and we're just excited to have DL and Daniel out here competing this weekend. So yes, Lionel, the car count is actually pretty good this weekend. We got a pretty good crowd here. I looked at the entry sheet, see what kind of car counts we're looking at for the classes tomorrow and Sunday, and it's looking pretty good. So we got a lot of folks that came in that either pre-entered and aren't here yet, or are here and didn't run today. So there weren't a ton of cars that ran in the game. I mean, we had like 20 cars in the game, but there was a lot more than that are here. But tomorrow and Sunday are definitely busy days here. We're at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for the SCSDA April Fuel Stage event. Pretty cool to see so many of the great folks in the Fast Fours category on here. A lot of the King family here. And to see Daryl Rowe on board. Daryl and his son Adam came out, made the long haul cross country from Michigan for the January race and stole the show. Basically swept the category, won the race, #1 qualifier, and set the record. So big shout out to the Rowe family. Sure we'll see them back out here next year. Some more competition with the SCSDA. We are getting ready for, well, I might be wrong. We may be going to Pro Mod, guys. I think Pro Mod was in front of Fast Fours on the schedule, so I believe there's only 2 cars. I hear them starting out. So it should be Jimmy DePass up against Dave Huffman. Sorry guys for all the build-up. I thought we were going to Fast Fours next, but we just have one pair here of Pro Mod, and then we'll be at the Fast Fours. So it's going to be the teammates. Dave Huffman over here in the near lane, up against Jimmy DePass. Jimmy in the Otis Express, blowing out the all deep. They're getting ready for this run here. So Dave Huffman near lane, Jimmy DePass park. And Jimmy DePass goes 283 over on the far side, 283 at $1.16. Dave Huffman's 342. So 283 at $1.16 for DePass, and a 342 for Dave Huffman. So A to B runs for both of them. So it looks like we're going to do a quick clean. We're going to do a clean and we'll be back to Fast Fours. Yep, I believe that's the way they ran it at the last race. They did Pro Mod and TE before the Fast Fours cars. So you're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports. Get ready to wrap up day one. We're going to run the Fast Fours category here. It's becoming one of the most entertaining classes in sand drags. So many great quality teams. Pushing the limits of 4 cylinders. Just incredible technology that goes into these cars, and the speeds and the lap times they're able to record. It's pretty cool. So everybody be sure to like and share this so we get as many people on board for the Fast Force qualifying session. You're watching the National Sand Drag News live stream presented by Good Vibrations Motorsports at the Soboba Casino in San Jacinto, California for some 300-foot sand drag racing, as the Southern California Sand Drag Association holds the April Fool's Day event. And we'll see what's coming up next. It's going to be the A-Field cars. Figure out who's over there in the front of the lanes. I think Daniel King may be first up. I see the King family's on here checking in, so I think that's their car at the front of the lanes. So we're getting ready to wrap up day one here. Day number one. 3-day event here. We'll have more time trials and qualifying tomorrow. We'll have the sportsman bracket classes will be competing. We'll also have some pro gambler bracket eliminations. You'll see the final qualifying sessions for the heads up categories. So we do our Saturday night Thunder show under the lights. And Sunday will be eliminations for the pro bracket categories as well as all the heads up classes.